I'm going to be discussing evaluation question 4, which is what have you learned from your audience feedback? Firstly, I want to say that I think that audience feedback is vital, as it really helps you make those little changes and decide on little choices, because the audience that are giving you feedback are the people who you're making the product for. So you do really take their advice in, and it helps you make final decisions and final changes. I'm going to put all of the feedback that I talk about, I'm going to put it beneath this video, so you will be able to also see the feedback that I talk about. So the first feedback I'm going to talk about is feedback about the video that we made. The first stage of making the video was our pitch, which is where we talked about our ideas for our video, like where we want to go with the video. From our pitch, we got back feedback from my class. Firstly, the positive feedback was they said our storyboard was really good and really detailed. A good amount of bass tracks we plan to include, and really good research. This really made us happy, as we put in so much work to our pitch, and so to hear that the research was really good, that our storyboard was good, it reassured us that we had a good idea and that our music video was a good idea. Constructive criticism that we received was that we needed to do more research on costumes, and also we needed more of a brand image, like there wasn't enough images of Lammy London. We really took on this constructive criticism, and straight away we found specific costumes that Lammy would be wearing throughout the video, because originally we just had like a screenshot from Topshop and said something like this, but we decided to change that, and instead we found specific outfits she would be wearing. Also, about the criticism about not enough of a brand image, after we got that criticism, reflecting on it, we decided to brand our blog. So we made our blog all one font. We had in the background Lammy London, the logo. Like we really branded the blog. We then also had pictures of Lammy London. We took pictures of her, we put that on the blog. So there was more of a brand image going on. The next bit of feedback we received was when we done our first rough cut. I did vlog about our rough cut feedback, so I'll put that below, but I'm still going to briefly go over it now. But in general, the feedbacks, like, it really, really helped us, because we was kind of at a blank. We wasn't sure where to go from the first, I think it was 30 seconds, our rough cut. We wasn't sure where to go from that, or how we could improve what we'd even done. And so this feedback really, really helped us. The main feedback was that the lighting wasn't clear. It didn't always look bright enough. So we took this on board really strongly, because we didn't want the video to look like poor quality. So we actually, in light of this feedback from the rough cut, decided to change the camera that we was using, and we changed to a DSLR camera, and it actually improved our video greatly. So the feedback from our rough cut was really key, because if we didn't have that feedback, we probably wouldn't have changed cameras, and I don't think our video would be quite what it is. Another piece of feedback from the rough cut was about lip syncing, and I think it's good to have other people look at your video, because when you've been looking at it for so long, I might not notice that the lip sync might be out, but other people have noticed that. They told us, and we was just able to put it in sync, and it's really helpful. Another piece of feedback that we actually got was, I think it was 2 days before we actually was about to finish, and one of our teachers suggested that we put the fire scene when the bridge starts to happen. We just had the fire scene at the end originally, but our teacher said maybe the fire scene, that might look good if it happens when the bridge starts to come in. And we changed that, and it really gave our video a clearer structure. So that's another piece of feedback that was really key to our video, and it was really helpful. And then the last bit of feedback for our video was the cinema feedback. So when we were sitting in there and our video came on, everyone watched it, and after that we got a really big round of applause, cheers. So obviously that made us feel really good, like we had a good product, we felt. Then after we interviewed a few, I think it was 4 people, I'll put them below the interviews of what people say about the video. But generally people are saying that Lammy London's acting was really good in it, it was believable, which made the video more interesting. The locations was really well selected. The storyline was really good, and that the edits are really on the beat. Is what the feedback people gave. In general, this feedback just made us feel really good. We felt proud of our product, and we felt more confident with our product. Next, I'm going to move on to the ancillary work. With the digipack, our audience feedback told us that it really suits the genre. Well, told me, this is my product. Audience feedback told me that it suits the genre, like the black and white theme, which was reassuring. During the process, I did receive some constructive criticism from a peer, and they said that maybe the font should change, background colours should change, and the CD should change. And they suggested that with the font, it should be more like, I had quite a thick font, and they said that because the video it's quite classy, she comes across very classy, they suggested like a more feminine thin font. I decided to change that, which I think made my album look a lot better. The background colours, I originally had a gold colour, but I changed it to red because someone told me they wasn't sure about the gold, so I tried out other colours, and then the maroony red ended up looking much better. And then lastly, the CD inside, I had the track list listed on the CD, and I got feedback from an audience member, and they said maybe it should just be the production company's logo instead, and I tried that and it just looked much more professional like that. So I really appreciated that feedback on my digipack. The feedback from my website was generally really good. I got one piece of constructive criticism from my audience, and it was them just saying that to make sure the font is the same as the digipack, so you keep up the synergy, but otherwise, which I did, I then changed, so it was exactly the same font, so that audience could link the two together. And but otherwise, yeah, my website went down really well with people. So people said it looked professional. They liked how I put the digipack to be sold on the website. I advertised the digipack on the website. I also advertised the new music video on the website. So yeah, I got good feedback from my website. And so in general, I just want to round off that I had the feedback that I did receive throughout this whole process really has helped me. Otherwise, I don't think my products would be what they are, because the audience it's good to have a second eye looking at what you're doing, because they're putting new perspectives and new ideas that can help you form something. So yeah.